What's up, guys? It's Kenny with Ready Set Inc. and I got a little something different today instead of some gameplay. What we got here is a list on Tier Maker of all the one-drop characters in Lorcana, and I am here to decide and establish if a card is better than Flounder or just not cutting it, and I would rather play Flounder instead of that card. And so for the bases here, we gotta find our guy Flounder. We're jumping right into it. Flounder is there. And either they're above or they're below. And so starting off here with Hey Hey, we have a 1-drop 1/3 with support. And with everything in the past 4 sets, I don't think Hey Hey and support have been used that well. And as we're coming up on the set 5 release, I do think that there is going to be a deck build around support characters, but right now I'm just not even considering playing Hey Hey over Flounder, and it's not that close. Here we have Lilo, a 1/1 2-lore card, and this is a card that hit hard in set 1, and from then there was always an answer for it, and there's a lot of times where Flounder would survive a lot more challenges or be able to eliminate or banish another character because he was a little bit stronger with the 2/2. Personally, as a aggro Amber Amethyst player, I am playing Lilo over Flounder. And there's value that you can get, and he's a bit more threatening and would demand, or she would demand a response back. Whereas with the Flounder, other than his sheer dominance from what he can do, is I think I'd rather try to get more value out of Lilo. Here we have Stitch the New Dog, a vanilla 2/2 1-drop. He's I don't think I'd play him over Flounder, and he's a little bit better than Hey Hey, so we're gonna stick him in the similar but not Flounder category. Here we have Timon. He is a 1/2, I believe. I have the list up here so we can go ahead and peep that. So he is a 1/2 1-lore. When you play this character, you may remove up to 1 damage from a chosen character. And that's pretty good. I mean, you get a heal out of it. And he's, sort of like a Dinglehopper, sort of like a Rapunzel, where it's just added healing. But I never even saw him get play, and there's just a lot more better healing cards now, so I think he goes into a why is this a card category. Here we have Archimedes, I believe that's how you say it. He's a vanilla card, 2/2 1-lore, and he was a solid Amethyst 1-drop. So I think we'll go ahead and put him in the similar but not Flounder tier. Here we have Maleficent, the 1/1 2-lore, the purple Lilo, and same as before, Amber Amethyst aggro. I usually would want to play this card over a lot of cards, and there's a lot of value that you can get out of this. And with that, I'm going to stick Maleficent next to Lilo, as I would play them over Flounder. Here we have Olaf. I think he's a 1/3. So he's not bad. He's a bit healthier and he can survive any damaging spells like fire the cannons and things like that. And so I think I would play him over Hey Hey. Is Hey Hey being a 1/2? I would play him over Hey Hey, but would not play him above Flounder. So I will stick him in the tier below Flounder. We have Pascal here. He's a 1/1/1, but he comes with a special evasive ability where if there's another character on board, then he gets evasive, and I think that's really solid, and he deserves to be in the I'd play him over Flounder. We got the Duke of Weselton. He is the green vanilla card from set 1, and he was pretty solid. Got a lot of play because there wasn't many cards in the beginning, and now there's not much reason to play him when you have more aggressive and more valuable cards. So I'm going to stick this in a not even close. I'm not playing him over Flounder. Here we have Minnie Mouse and Ruby. She is a 1/3, so it's pretty good. Got the Olaf build, and I would play her over Duke because for the purpose of questing with a cheaper card, sometimes having the 3 health is a lot better than having a 2/2. Sergeant Tibbs here. He is a solid vanilla character, and you can actually still catch him around sometimes in some builds. And so I think he deserves to be in the similar but not Flounder category. Here we have the Steel Captain Hook. Do I scroll down? Yeah. Challenger +2. He's a 1/2 villain pirate captain. It's pretty solid, and he is definitely still a card that you will see today. He has survived all 4 sets, and so he will go in the play over Flounder card. Having the ability to be a challenging 3 character is pretty solid. Looks like I found another Captain Hook, so they can hand and Hook go together in the higher category. Here we got the Goon Squad. These guys are solid, vanilla 2/2, and they're going to go in the similar but not Flounder card. We got here is the Steel Simba. He is a 1/2/1, and when you play this character, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. So he had a special place in our Ready Set Inc. hearts when he was part of the engine of the unlimited Rockstar Stitch build, and he was pretty solid with being the prince at the Pride Lands. And I think I will put him above in the play over Flounder card. For that reason, I don't think it's very beneficial to draw and discard a card unless you're really looking for something, and we're still waiting for those discard effects. If they're ever going to add the when you discard this card, then something should happen. So until that happens, I think he's gonna be, we're actually gonna drop him because of that to similar but not Flounder. Is once we get those discard effects, I think he'll definitely skyrocket into a bit more value. Looks like there's another Hey Hey. This appears to be the promo Hey Hey. And still, even as a promo foil, he's not even close. Not playing him. Here we got the 1-drop Cinderella. She is in set 2. And she is over here on the right. She is a 1/2/1, but she is a 3 singer. And that is huge. There is some solid 3 cost song cards that you can get out, and being able to get that out on turn 2 is quite big for a amber deck paired with the steel, paired with the sapphire, and there's some 3 cost songs you want to be playing on turn 2. And so I would play her over Flounder with the value that you can get. Here's Queen. She is a 1/2/2 drop, so I think she's vanilla. Let's go ahead and look at her. There she is. So she gets a lot of play with the Shift 3 Queen. So there is that benefit. But other than that, I don't think I am going to be playing her over Flounder. And it's going to be even worse when we get the Shift Floodborn Flounder card. So the Queen is going to go in similar, but not Flounder. Here is Chip, the vanilla 2/2 Amethyst card. And personally, I don't even know why this is a card. There is better Amethyst cards out there. And Chip goes into why is this even a card category, because he is just a waste of a card. Here we got Flynn Rider. And you see here, this Flynn in set 2 is a 1/3 drop. So the 1/3s can definitely have that benefit of surviving, but still not enough to play over Flounder. Something I'm going to go ahead and put him here. We have, I believe that's Felicia. Always Hungry, Reckless, 3/1. It's an interesting choice here to have a 3 strength, 1 health card. So you're only going to get 1 challenge out of it. And with Reckless, you must challenge with that card if there is a challenge available. Unless you can sing, there's not many things you're going to be singing with the 1 cost. So it does not seem to be that valuable. And I think with that, I'm going to put it in a why is this even a card? If someone can explain to me why they would play this card over different cards, I'd like to hear them out. But right now, she goes on the bottom of the list. We have a Blue Jasmine here. When you play this character, remove up to 1 damage from chosen character of yours. So this sort of sounds like the Timon. You may remove up to 1 damage. Remove when you play this card. So actually, since people like to get specific in trading card games, this does not say you may remove. So you must remove 1 damage from chosen character of yours. Bet you guys didn't know that. I just realized that. A lot of times it's copy paste on the abilities, but here there is a different wording. So you must remove 1 damage if there is 1 there. Something like this, I'm probably going to put in not even close. You may think, why am I putting this above Timon? But really, it's because she's a princess and she does not deserve to be in the bottom tier, so she goes there. We get Owl here. Owl is interesting. He is a 1/2/2 drop, and he is part of set 2. And I don't understand why he's here. We literally have Flounder. And I understand that with each set, you want to still put in those filler vanilla cards. But you really could even just put more Flounders in the next set. So Owl goes into why is this even a card? It's ridiculous why he's here. We have a Tiana here in Steel. She is a princess. She is a hero. And she is a 1/3. Which is pretty good. And with that, I believe I'm going to drop her in similar, but not Flounder. Here we have a Enchanted Cindy. She is the same as this Cinderella up here, and so she automatically goes up there. I would even consider putting another category above this, just because she's an Enchanted, and I do believe you should play your Enchanteds. Here we have Kita. She is a vanilla 2/2 Amber. And I enjoy playing her. I enjoy playing the shift line. And she's a pretty solid card. I would like to be able to play her more, and I usually play her over other cards, and so with that, I think I'll still keep her. I'll put her as play over Flounder just because I value that shiftability that the bigger Kita gives you. Here we have Pluto here. You pay 1 less ink for the next character you play at the cost of exerting Pluto. And it's not bad. I've seen people use it quite well. But once you do that, he has a 0 strength, 2 willpower stat. So he's not offering you much other than getting a card out faster than the turn you are on. And I'll probably put him in similar, but he's just not Flounder. I'm still going to play Flounder over him. Here we have Chernobog's Followers. With this card, you can quest, and you may choose to banish this card to draw a card. And this is a great card to continue cycling and looking for those next cards you need. And with that, I will put him as play over Flounder. There is some value that you can get out of this card that Flounder just cannot get you. We have Diablo here, but not the Diablo that everyone wants. It's the purple one. Whenever you play a character named Maleficent, you may look at the top card of your deck. Put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck. So you're able to swap through your deck when you play Maleficence after you play this card. I haven't seen great things come. I haven't seen many people use this card, and I just think that there's better things you can do than this card. So I'm gonna put this Diablo in the not even close tier. It's just not worth it. We got Rafiki here, another challenger. He's a challenger +3, so he has 0 strength when he's exerted when it's your opponent's turn, which is not, it's why you try not to turn him sideways too much because it's a free challenge. And he has, whenever he challenges a hyena character, this character takes no damage. I believe they're setting this up for the future, but so far there's not much value out of that. But the challenger 3 is huge, and I'm gonna put him as play over Flounder just because he gets that 3 strength. We got Curse Merfolk here. He is a 0/1/2 lore quester, and when this character is challenged, then the opponent must choose and discard a card. It's solid, it's annoying, I don't like it used against me, and I love using it against other people. And with that, I am playing that card over Flounder. We got good old Milo Thatcher here. He's a hero. He knows things that people don't know. He can look at maps. He knows history of ancient civilizations. And he is a vanilla 2/2 card. I think it's set up to be shifted into that larger Milo, but I haven't seen it done too much, and I'd rather just play Flynn Rider. But I'll still stick him in the similar, but not Flounder category. Here we got Zazu. While this character is at a location, he gets +1 lore. It's solid. I haven't seen him used too much. I think he'll probably see some more play once we get more locations out there. And that at this time, I don't think he would see play for me. I'm sticking him in the not even close. We got Kit Cloud Kicker next. Sapphire 0/1 with a ward. I can see him being used with the shift kit. I can see him being used for just an extra body with ward. So he avoids those targeting songs and things like that. But I don't get great value out of him when I've played him. I'll probably put him in the not even close category. We got a steel Minnie Mouse here, 0-3, and she gets a +2 strength while at a location. So she becomes a 2-3 card, and that's pretty solid. But you got to get her at a location. There are some locations throughout steel and other combos that you can do. I haven't seen it been pulled off as much, so I'm going to put her in similar but not Flounder. We got Robin Hood, 2-2, great shift target, and I am probably playing him over Flounder just because that Champion of Sherwood is just a great card to get out there. Next, we have Augustin Madrigal. Solid card, 2-2. He's just not Flounder. We have this Daisy Duck here. She is a 1-3, so she gets that extra health, but I don't think there's much reason to play her over Flounder, so there's that. Golden Harp here is interesting. At the end of your turn, if you didn't play a song this turn, banish this character. So you got to get songs out, and then this activates on turn 1, so you probably don't want to be playing her on turn 1 unless there is a 0-cost song card, which there is not. So it's pretty risky, but if you got a song stacked up, then she's going to be great for you with the 2 lures and the 4 health. But I don't think there's enough here in the game for her to get that much value. I'm going to put her in the not even close, and I hope to see her get more attention soon. We have the Magic Broom, a 1-2. Whenever you play another character, you may banish this character to draw a card. So it's like Chernobog's Followers, but it's when you play another character rather than when you quest. And I think he could be a solid card in those broom decks that are about to pop off soon. And I might consider playing him over Flounder within the next month or so. We'll have to see how these broom decks roll out. Here we got Maleficent Spy, Diablo. When you play this character, you may look at each opponent's hand. And that's not bad. You want to know what they're playing, and you get to know right off the bat if there's something coming your way soon. And with that, I think I might play this card over Flounder just because Flounder doesn't let you look at your opponent's hands, and sometimes you need that. Pegasus here, 1-1-1. So he's pretty much Pascal, except he doesn't need a friend. And we put Pascal here, and Pegasus definitely goes here above Flounder. There's just a lot of value you get out of evasiveness. People are worried about ward, and they're not as geared for evasiveness. So you can actually get a lot of value out of a cheap evasive character. Next, here we have the Fates. When you play this character, look at the top card of each opponent's deck. So similar to Diablo, you got reverse stats here, but you get to look at one card instead of their hand. And so far, I don't know many reasons why you want to look at the top card of your opponent's deck. So I am going to stick this, and why is this even a card? Next, we have Li Shang, the vanilla 2-2 Ruby. And I believe there is a 4-drop shift Li Shang, if I remember. So there is a target there for that. But I don't think I'm playing him over Flounder, so he's getting dropped in the similar but not Flounder category. We have a Mulan here. She's a 2-3. She enters play with 2 damage. And with the recent set of set 4, there's a lot of reasons why you want damaged characters, and to have a card come out with damage is pretty big, and you can benefit off of that. And with the combos you can do, I think I would play her over Flounder, just because you can already have that draw power or that extra strength, whatever it is you need with the combo cards. So that's pretty great. We have Fa Li here, Mulan's mother. She's a 1-3, and it's just a different stat disbursement of the 4, like 4 stat increments. So She will go in the similar but not Flounder. We're coming down to our last 2 cards. We have Olaf. We have a 1/2 support. And as I've said before, I don't think you need a 1/2 support right now. But pretty soon there is going to be a support deck out there. But as of today, Olaf, it's not even close. I'm playing Flounder over you. And it looks like the last card we've come to is the Steel Aladdin. He is a 1/3 steel. There is at least 2 Shift Aladdins, I believe. You have the Ruby one, which came in set 1. And you have the recent one, which has the discard shift ability. Although I don't think I've ever seen anyone discard to shift that Aladdin because he's already a 3-drop. So just with his stats, I'm going to put him in similar but not Flounder. Just because I'm for sure playing Flounder over him, and then I'm playing that Floodborn Aladdin without shifting anyways. And I believe we have gone through all of our 1-drop characters in Lorcana. And this is the decision that I have made of cards that I would play over Flounder. This is Flounder. These are cards that are similar to Flounder, but if I had Flounder right next to them, I'm definitely putting Flounder down over them. And here we have not even close. Even if I don't have Flounder in my hand, I would rather play another card than play these cards. And that's just that. And the last category is, why is this a card? I don't know. When I see these cards, I ignore them, I throw them away, I put them in my blender, things like that. And that is the result on how I feel about the 1-drop characters in Lorcana. And that's that. I highly doubt anyone is here, but I thank you if you are. And if you remember, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if I should do anything similar to this, or if I should move on and just hit every single card throughout the entire game of Lorcana, and I will find a way to do something like that. But concluding, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.